Hello everyone and welcome back to EPIC46 with Intel, sponsored by Overclockers, Asus ROG and XP Pro Eyewear. We're back with the Valorant again. I'm Jack Destroyer 4 once again, joined by the one from Mads Bear.
Yeah, and in the break, we've played a quiz show.
I was going to say, we've had a whale of a time. You know,
we got through to the final. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to go all the way, but
a lot happens at Epic, you know?
It does.
Make sure you're watching the main stream when we're off air. You know, there's plenty of other streams to watch.
True.
Loads of other esports going on as well, so loads to catch. But we're back again for some Valorant after a nice break so that everyone can get some dinner.
I mean, we had some good
Yeah.
players well during the break. It's been some stops.
Yeah, it's kind of been a nice mix. You had like a few 30-0s here and there. You know, I had a quick look through. It looks like we've got 2 or 3 of them. But at the same time, we've had some really close games, as you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we covered a couple that were like near to being close on the stream. We're like, you know, maybe a couple more rounds that would have been like what we want. But it's been happening off stream anyway.
It has. But we do have DeltaX versus Token. So we both teams have already seen earlier on. I think it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, we're seeing Haven as the map of choice. Bind getting banned out just at the end.
Haven again.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of Bind and Haven. I'm noticing a theme.
We said this earlier, right? It's going to be happening.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have to see, you know, going into Haven, free-side map, of course, but it's been around in the game for a while. Teams are used to it. Other than the massive patch notes that we had on literally every single agent in the whole game, most of it will stay somewhat similar. Somewhat. I mean, the comps have changed over time.
We've seen a little bit of here and there change in the comps. Some teams opting to stay with the double list, as you know, they have been the group being less nerfed out of everybody, and then some people kind of opting to go lean back towards that double initiator that we saw a lot of this time last year.
Yeah.
Mainly because you have that rotation of utility rather than that sluggish kind of very slow minute-long regen now.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful on those, of course, when you're going into these sites, but also something that's just interesting to see the change-ups and also adding chamber back.
Yeah.
I've seen a surprising number of chamber. Now, in the past, we kind of like, oh, it's the mechanical players, but they swapped over to ISO, a lot of those. But now we're seeing chamber come back into the mix because he's actually kind of a viable sentinel, and it actually works out quite well for holding down a site solo.
Definitely. I mean, his path came out a couple of months before the rework happened with that clip, so it was kind of like, okay, yeah, that's cool, no worries. And then his whole nerf happened.
And they were like, oh, hang on a second.
Exactly. I like it even more, and it works really well. But like you say, ISO had it.
Yeah.
Very strong unit. So, I don't know, I still think I like when you see teams over the whole, watching quite a few games where you see teams that still, they're not afraid of any of the things. It's nice because obviously with this whole thing, you know, with teams being a bit cautious that you feel that's what Riot are trying to do. Yes, it has been doing that, but also some teams, they'll use their skills in the game, they'll use their utility in the game, and they're not scared to be able to use that information where it's still needed to be like, oh, no, I haven't got 6 seconds now, like, it's not great. But it's been, you know, I like when they're not really scared.
Yeah, I feel like also with these, you know, reworks with the timers, we're seeing a lot of people investing a lot in the like beginning of the round. We're seeing brim smokes going down like straight off. We're seeing loads of stuff like that because, you know, it starts off these timers. If you send the silver dart at the beginning of the round, the 60-second timer has started nice and early, meaning that, you know, you can lurk around trying to find that pick, and then when you're ready to actually go for your take, you have it back online. If you wait a bit too long, you suddenly don't have that really important bit of util for when you actually go for your pick.
It's a little bit different on defense. Obviously, if you're on very early, like, allow more of a push to happen from that attack, then that's when you can have that map power. So, let's see, Haven was maps, resetting map, standard.
Yeah.
Other than that, not got much to it. There's no rotating doors or TPs going around everywhere.
Yeah.
So, it's, I don't know. I haven't seen much of it, but I really like Breach this map. If you're going back to that old, you know, very standard combo of Breach Sova.
Oh, Breach Sova. Oh,
yeah.
I miss those days.
I love Breach. A long, C long, mid. You have so much opportunity for those stuns, And alongside Sova, that information coming through is really, really strong.
Yeah, I mean, another thing I've been really interested to see is the amount of, like, you know, team-up kind of power of the Duelist and an Omen. You send an Omen there with that blind, you send them through sewers or whatever, you know, Omen just stands there ready, and you kind of 3-2-1 it, you send it, your Duelist dives in, and they get one for free.
Yeah.
And on these agents like the Waylays that we're starting to see picked in a bit more, you can get that pick and run back. We saw it happen earlier. It just pays off really well because you get that free pick, and you go back, you're with your team, you're fine. It's as if you never swung.
Yeah, definitely. And talking a bit, going back to the Chamber, obviously, if you were to pick Chamber as your only Sentinel, I've also been seeing a lot of Astra being picked.
Yeah.
And you could have that ability to smoke from wherever you want to on the map, and that allows you to have more of a lurk, more of like kind of a slower paced game because you don't have to be with your team.
Yeah.
So it works really, really well to allow that Chamber to be like, you know, just raw mechanics with the rest of your team to be able to take sight when you want it, and leave Astra to kind of do the Sentinel thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it'll be interesting to see as well. When are we seeing the first Veto pick through?
Yeah.
Because Veto, I feel like...
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of teams may be sleeping on it. Because, you know, if you get a team that's, you know, very good with their util, and you throw a Veto in the mix against them, suddenly they're, you know, standard setups. They're not going to work necessarily.
No, definitely. But going into it so far, we're going to... Okay. DeltaX opting for... Hold on. If it gets over, please. Because I love like a you know, old school comp versus new,
This
right?
is a very old school looking comp.
And with SNK on Yoru, played Fade earlier, so a little bit of a switch up, but I like this so far.
Be interested to see.
Cypher makes sense, right?
Cypher, I feel like Cypher on this map, you know, it's a big map, you want to be able to rotate away from your stuff.
Yeah, and also we were talking about it earlier about, you know, how wide the map is. You have so much space to be able to hold with those trips, but I'm hoping this is final comp. I really like this. And
Pocky Chop back on the Waylay, and it's a double duelist.
This is perfect because I love, again, Haven, a very basic map. It is all down to your comp and your teamwork, and I really love seeing how these two comps differ on each side. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see how this goes.
I really feel like I've been taken back like a few years in competitive Valorant on that comp for DeltaX. Yeah. Like, that is kind of the original comp we had for this map.
Yeah.
You know, you get that Jet, used to be the broken duelist. I mean, the old right-click knives, all of that stuff. But, you know, having that coming back in, but then it's kind of old faithful. It does work. And it's been proven to work for so long. The only reason that it's kind of changed over time is other agents getting buffs and nerfs. Yeah. Suddenly you take that all away and we're back to old school and it pays off.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it is hard because the game changes so much that you have to kind of change with it. But if you can kind of take that default comp and, you know, tweak it here and there, that's a lot better.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have to see as we get into this game. It's going to be DeltaX on that attack side with Wurkey having to defend to start off. So we'll have to wait just a little bit to see that double duelist on attack, but I'm sure they'll still be getting aggressive in these rounds.
Oh, definitely.
But, I mean, it's looking like a bit of a default. It's kind of standard on this map. You know, you send a couple of people A, maybe one or two through mid.
I mean, the pings are coming through from Wurkey on B because it's very normal for the first round to be a fast B execute, right?
Yeah, those B crunches can pay off massively, especially if the other side sends a couple aggressive through, and it looks like they will be sending two for the side of DeltaX, with the others going towards A, but the spike's not been picked up, so this will not be a proper push to start us off. Straight off Winch, TP's into the corner, and the fights are already being taken. SNK has managed to win the both out with the Classic, already taking down two members of DeltaX, and that's the A push just handled.
I mean, so much space had been taken early on, and
I mean, Owen managing to trade one back on the other side, and a lot of damage towards these Wurkey players.
They just backed off completely. It's not worth the fight. Look at the health bar as well. Yeah.
It's like Radan is trying to push on up, trying to take this fight against this Neon, but doesn't get blinded up. Sukuna's won both, and suddenly will get traded out by Shenzu. But it does leave it all down. 20 HP. Shenzu's got a ghost and a dream. And Gingy's in the back line. Gingy's ready for this. Gingy's going for the knife, and that will be the round. Wurkey will win the pistol.
I mean, it's just... With these sort of level players, right? You never expect them... Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just seeing an Odin getting bought. Round two. Okay.
Maybe... Just a bit get fun and
That's a
games.
sign of things to come.
Especially on the server as well. But as I was saying, with the level of the players you have on Turkey Wurkey, I wouldn't blame them to want to keep pushing. Val play, you know, they like they have a bit of an ego sometimes, and I wouldn't blame them for wanting, you know, start this game off strong, but they lose one, they back off, and it works really, really well.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a similar push again in this round. This time Sukuna's going to get one onto Shensu.
A few tags coming through actually there. SNK is going to get tagged down a little bit.
Is that a garage push from the... No, sorry, a sewers push from the Neon there, I think. Don't think that was a long pick, yeah, because the player got taken out towards spawn. That was a rapid pick, and it looks like Owen got a lot of damage here onto Soxy. Forced to TP out into backside and burn that blind as well. Managing to break the trip, that's all good. Just trying to play some games here. For the side of DeltaX, you just want to get some damage done. As many curveballs as you can throw. You've already spotted out one of these players, Owen. Opts not to get aggressive just yet. We'll shut the cage up, though, to try and bait some shots out. Looks like Owen's just playing this mid-map as the rest of the team wants to push A, and Sukuna's going to be taken down there by Winch. Brings the numbers even, and Owen's managed to find another one in mid. Will get traded out by Porkychop there, but Zir's managed to pick up an Outlaw. Keeps on pushing on into sight. SNK will take him down as Porkychop gets another, but suddenly, General Radan has managed to find two of that classic. Two clean headshots, I think. Recovered the Outlaw, going to get spotted, and a great headshot from Gingy there. Make sure that they don't get away with that one, but that's not a great round from them.
It's definitely not. I'm sure they're kind of glad not buying into that Odin early round. Could have changed the game, but I mean, some very nice shots, taking their time. A few sheriffs bought into that. I
believe there are a couple of a couple of guns bought in, but nothing too major.
Yeah, I mean, one half shield, you can't go wrong with that. And look what they buy. Sure, you've got one Outlaw. Stokes is having to buy into a Bucky, and
Shensu's bought an Odin. Okay. Shensu has bought an Odin on the attack side to start off.
Okay, it's fine.
I mean, this will be interesting to see. The fact he's towards garage, my assumption is you spam down the doors.
Yeah.
Kind of flushes that Cypher out, but you can get punished very easily with a gun like that.
And just kind of make some noise. Scare them a little bit.
Seeing here is, looks like the Jet player wants to take the fight here. Stokesy wants to get aggressive though. Stokesy's got a Bucky in hand, put a smoke out. Gonna hop into the smoke and get the first there. Will get traded out, but that's some big damage from a cheap gun. Sukuna, in a really good position here. These players opt to go towards A. They'll be able to spot them both out without them knowing. It looks like they back on up, and it looks like B might be the site of choice for now. Or just trying to get a bit of mid-presence, maybe.
Yeah, slowly trying to make their way through garage and make some noise or something. But
aggressive. No way, you're trying to take these fights and will get punished for it. Gets a bit too aggressive there.
That is a lot of damage done to that breach, though.
I can barely even see the health bar.
Yeah. This is a... Wait.
What's going on around the map as Gingy will take down one, but Zia will get the trade back on the other side. He's trying to push up through sewers. I mean, the Outlaw's a great gun, but not the greatest when you're on the attack side, unless you can work out where these players are. But I think they have an idea of where Porkychop could be, but still manages to get one. Porkychop's going to just stay posted up in this heaven position. Has been spotted out there, the gun barrel. Smoke will be sent up to try and bait Porkychop into the swing, but it looks like he's just happy to play time, as Radan will get another, but the trade will be there for Porkychop. Outlaw v Outlaw. Duelist versus Duelist, the 1v1. As Porkychop's going to dive on out. Goes on top of the boxes here. Got the classic in hand. Can't land the shots though. Will TP back up into heaven. Still just needs to take this fight. The Outlaw in hand, and Zia will win that one out. Gets the first round on the board for DeltaX.
I really like how they played that. Obviously, these rounds are going back and forth, very, very close, but they took their time. Seeing them... There's so much space taken in garage and opting to give it up, but you're seeing Turkey going back and forth, these rotates coming through. Very big snap. You know, you have to be rotating consistently. I mean, you have the Neon to be doing so, but even then, it is hard. Giving up A, sure, Porkychop did a great job of holding it down for as long as he could. But it's bringing these down to 1v1 situations. DeltaX are clearly confident in swinging.
Yeah. Really right there, and as you're saying that, Zia is just fully swinging in. Wanted to take these fights early, managing to get the shots onto first. Make that a second as well. Gonna get caught by the trip here, so will get revealed and spammed through a little bit, but for now is surviving. Wants to keep getting aggressive though. Might spot out Gingy in back sight, but no, Gingy will win that fight out. But will get traded out in the end by Winch. As there's gonna be spike planted for the side of DeltaX here. Two players left standing for Turkey Wurkey, but there's one on the backlines. They don't know about him, and Sukuna's managed to find two. Hang on a second, but there's another player behind, and Owen has got the trade back. Brings it down to a 1v2, but SNK The Odin shot's on point. 15 HP remaining, though. Swaps over to the Vandal. Gonna have to be some clean shots here. Cage set up here for the spam, maybe. One stray bullet would take him down. But SNK's managed to avoid it for now. Can he spot out Owen, or will he get it first? And Owen will win that one out, bringing the score even.
It's unfortunate, because at that point, kind of thinking, is it worth saving the Odin? You're not in a good position to retake. And then the flank, and then double flank.
The flank on flank goes.
Flank. And Shensu back on the Odin again.
Yeah.
The money, though.
The money's just all over the place as well on some of them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a Bucky brought up again into this round.
I quite like it. I like the diversity of guns. Sometimes you don't have to have all rifles, right?
Yeah.
And you can play different ranges with the Bucky. You know, you've got Odin, Bucky, Vandals. Create such diversity and like allows you to have such different plays compared to your defensive side.
It is opted to bring the knives into this round. I have to be on point to try and get these kills, get those refreshes on through, but isn't going to be met by any aggression for now. I say that, but through C, we've got the Cypher fully lurking through. They're going to have to watch out for this later on in the round, but for now, Delta's just looking towards the C site. But a couple players posted watching towards B and A, but it looks like C might be the site of choice. A knife sent over from Zero, warning shot over towards this player in Turkey, Wurkey. But they want to take this fight. Porkychop's just willing to take the fight, but ends up backing on up. The ultimate sent on through, and there we go. Sukuna's found two with the Neon ultimate there. Sofa ultimate connects as well. I can't think onto a couple of players, but does not take anyone down for now. And all of a sudden, this fights will just slow down just for a second here.
Yeah, I mean, they have so much space in garage, but they are surrounded in every other direction. And all you have to do is give up that space. A is free, but what do you do here? The time, you've got 30 seconds left on the clock, and you have to try and take some new space.
Yeah, got to find your way into these sites. And the side of DeltaX, it looks like they're not too confident. It looks like the Cypher's going to try and swing on through. Owen just trying to find a pick here. A messed up shock dart will go astray. The spams are in the right position, and Gingy will find one. Sorry, will get taken down there by Shensu. Sukuna is lurking on through, though, but gets spotted out by Winch. And all of a sudden, it's all on to SNK with the Sheriff in hand. I mean, I'm not too sure what SNK can do here. There might be a gun just about in front. Looks like a Marshal able to be recovered if he chooses, but still going to be so much left to do. All these players seem to be on full HP, and Winch is watching the angle with the Outlaw and will take him out.
I mean, they were sandwiched, no?
Yeah.
Turkey sandwich, if you will. I was like, I couldn't help myself.
I wish you guys could have seen how proud Maddie was of that joke.
But the thing is you still have your numbers. Turkey Wurkey are having to spread out, even though they are surrounding them. They're in twos, right? Maybe, you know, DeltaX still had the numbers in that position.
Yeah.
We've thrown you off.
Sorry, the turkey sandwich was a great one. It was a great play on words. I really like it.
I try my best.
We'll have to see what they can do going into this round, as DeltaX wanting to go towards this C site, sending 4 players down long. You've got the Cypher lurking around, just making sure they don't get flanked. As we've seen, these flanks can be powerful in these rounds. Drone going to be sent to clear. Going to make sure no one's in this close corner. Azir going to be that first point of contact. I would assume maybe a dash updraft up top, but it looks like Zir's going slow for now. Opting to shift walk on through. There we go. The updraft comes on through. The ultimate as well from the breach. Going to tag up Zir. Going to get pushed on back, and Gingy will get one with the trip. During all of that chaos, SNK will get one with the Odin, and Porkychop will get another with a Vandal there. Every sort of gun and utility being used to take these kills. Let's push these players back for the side of DeltaX, and all of a sudden, Owen's last player left standing. Yes, you haven't been flanked in this round, but got a lot to deal with. 2 players brought down weak, though. There's a possibility for a spam here, but no, Porkychop pushes up and gets the third on the round.
That is something that has been seen throughout these last couple of epics, especially from Porkychop and his team, right? Kind of playing slow, not really well, and just immediately, just so much aggression.
Yeah.
Without giving them a second to even think, and it's over. And we've seen it quite a few times over the last year or so at Epic Lands, where they just I don't know, it kind of comes out of nowhere.
It just kind of works.
It does, but then they slow down again. And these guys are very, very good at doing that. I think DeltaX have been showing up a little bit with terms of, you know, here and there the slow and fast pace, but I think they might have met the match.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Seems like this TP from Winch is a consistent thing, and Sukuna will find one early into that round. But Winch doesn't really seem to do much off of that TP. Just kind of sends it across each time, gets the safe passage across, but it's not the same for the rest of the team. And Owen's suddenly seen a lot to handle, but maybe wanting to fight into this. We'll get blinded, we'll get stunned. Slowed down there in the corner. We'll get out with his life for now.
They're pushing out mid.
Looks like they are. It looks like Sukuna wants to push one down here. This cam could spot this out, and it could be good timing, but no, Omen's not ready for it. Owen tries to take that fight, but SNK spam one through.
As well.
Yeah, backing the teammate up, just making sure they don't get traded too easily, as Owen just happy to sit outside the garage. Brought down to that 8 HP, will get the regen shields back. But for now, not looking like a great spot. It's DeltaX. Need to find a way back into this round. Lost 2 players early, and looks like General Radan might have to be that first point of contact into the site. Have to see what they can do, but there's... Oh no, an Odin in the corner. There's an Odin waiting, and there we go. The players will get taken down. It's a flawless round for Turkey Wurkey.
I mean, yeah. I think they've kind of realized... They've woken up a little bit. I do believe they had a bit of a break as well. Obviously, all teams had a... I think they might have had a game off beforehand.
Oh, possibly a bye before, yes.
I can't quite remember, but it is just... It's... I don't know, because with Turkey Wurkey, you can kind of say whatever you want about the other team. You know at some point they're going to come running back, and they were never down by anything, but like, I don't know.
You can never count them out. They're one of those teams.
Yeah, definitely. But what I do like is that Owen has been conditioning this garage push every single time, but...
SNK has managed to find one. Sukuna's managed to find another as well. They're just getting really aggressive in this round. A great shot again. Can they get any more? No, but a lot of damage there. Owen will eventually get the trade, but will get taken down so weak, and Porky Chop's watching the angle. You have Spike in hand, so they could opt to rotate here. The spam's just about not in the right time.
One enemy remaining.
And there we go. SNK will find Owen in the end. Shensu will get one back on the other side with the Stinger. Still going to be so much left to deal with. Oh, a great shot there, though, from Shensu.
Down to a 2v1.
I mean, this is definitely still doable.
Flank.
Just don't know about where these players are. There we go. The Cypher ultimate is used here. That's going to show where Shensu is. The flick was almost there, but Stokesy will clean it up.
Well, as I was going to say, I really like how Owen has been conditioning the garage push, right? Every single round you've seen him taking space or just making noise, a cage going through, breaking any util there, and things coming through from these guys as well now. Sure. And then you see the immediate push into garage.
Yep.
But someone's going to be waiting there. Owen has been conditioned that every single time. Someone is going to be waiting and sitting. And this happened to be the Odin.
Yeah, happens to be the Odin they swing into. And Zero wants to get aggressive. A great shot there. Takes down Stokesy early in this round. That will be B-site control going to them. But of course, B-site is one of the harder ones to hold on to. There's lots of angles to watch. This could be a really awkward position, but the blind sent on through. They want to take down Gingy here. The spam's coming on through, connecting, but no kill just yet.
He's made it out.
How Gingy has made it out alive, I do not know, but for now, managed to stay alive as the rest of the team's got to flood on through from C. We've got that Odin in hand, and Gingy's managed to find one as well, and suddenly becomes a problem in the back line. The side of DeltaX, they're fighting back into this. They realize they need to get some kills here as SNK will take one down with the Odin, make that a second as well. And all of a sudden, this round is slipping away from them, and there we go. Turkey Wurkey in a round where they looks like they were getting a bit pushed. Managed to win it out.
Yeah, they focused on Gingy. You had 2 or 3 pushing out into You've taken your space. You don't need to. You've done the damage. You know you've done a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Come back. There's genuinely no point, and then you surely he's gone on to A. And then the kill comes through on A, you know he's flank, and then by that point, you got Neon Slide coming through, you've got SNK with the Odin. Like,
yeah.
And they work so well as a team that they're going to be swinging together. Like, you know, and with B being such a small site, you can be pushed from so many different angles, especially with that, you know, the bit in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like ring of roses.
Yeah. We'll have to see what here. There's a stun, blinds, and an ultimate all invested into the same area. Looks like it doesn't connect onto anyone, though. It will do damage onto 2 players of DeltaX, but there will be a kill back on the other side for Winch there through a wall, I believe it was. on that C site. That's going to take down that C site aggression. Zir tries to swing on through, doesn't spot the players though. And PorkyChop will get another with the op. The ultimate is invested here from the Sova, but Sukuna's going to spot them out. Going to take them down, and that's the spike down. And this is going to be control for Turkey. Wurkey here spots out another player. Some great shots onto them. Sukuna's having a great game here. He's taking down all these players, make that a 4th on the round as well. And it's a 7th round for the side of Turkey Wurkey.
It's just starting to feel like I say a game, it is. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a bit of fun. Just
5 rounds in a row.
yeah. Odin, operator, 3
I mean,
vandals.
what more could you need?
Nothing.
Yeah.
If you've got 3 ults on your side on defense, so if you need to do a retake, and you have options to be able to play how you want. They're molding the game and DeltaX to how they want them to be, and it feels like they're just chilling.
Yeah, you said about that conditioning, and it's kind of paying off here.
Definitely, and they're going to smoke early on into mid, and Owen has now switched over to A.
Yeah, it looks like Sukuna's getting aggressive down here with PorkyChop. Not going to spot anyone down this C long position, but that's a lot of info. Know that this is all cleared on up. They're going to be able to rotate the players over towards these B and A sites, but there's trips on B, so it's going to be A. They surely know about this. It looks like Sukuna might go for a late flank here. We'll have to see as we go on towards the site. DeltaX going to be pushing in. Zir with the Sheriff in hand. A great shot onto the first there. Takes down Stokesy in front site. The spam's coming on through, connecting though, and Zir has to dash to safety. Should be a plant down for free here. Looks like they've got the util ready to try and stop this retake. We'll have to see what Turkey Wurkey can do on this full retake. A spam through the smoke though onto the first. Util will slow them down, but Jinji's managed to find another with the operator as well from heaven. It's PorkyChop gonna get aggressive, and there we go. All of a sudden, 1 player left standing. Make that none. And Jinji's got 3 with the operator on a retake.
I don't.
Yeah. It seems like DeltaX just kind of don't really have an answer.
No. And the momentum is so strong right now that if they found an answer, I kind of guarantee it will be immediately shut down.
Yeah. I mean, what even is it that they can do? Like, going into this last round, of course you want to win it, but what do they do going into it?
I would say maybe default and play slow. They seem to be getting sight and allowing such a strong retake from happening. They have an operator, an Odin, and an overdrive. You need to be taking out this Neon early on. And look, it looks like they're going to be pushing out of garage.
Yeah. As you say that, the knives will be popped from Zero. As it is last round, of course, we'll see these ultimates getting popped on throughout the round. But so far, no aggression from either side, really. I mean, a lot of B space taken there for the side of Turkey Wurkey. Zir's going to be pushing in towards the C site. Not spotted anyone just yet. As all of the players are backed on up, but 2 there from the knives from Zir.
That's the operator down, not gone, but...
Yeah, operator down. I mean, you said about the overdrive. Still got to deal with that one. It's a great start for now. Who's got this Cypher lurking around? This Cypher lurk might be the perfect spot, the perfect opportunity, and Owen shut down Sukuna. As you were saying, if they can shut down these key players, they can win out this round. And all of a sudden, Stokesy's left last alive with the ultimate available, but cannot do anything with it, as Zir will get 4 on the round with the knives.
You're talking about those jet knives and that default comp, the old school comp, sorry, of...
This is what I miss. Just when everyone would pick jet on every single map, and that was all you ever needed to know. But as we see, it's an 8-4 half.
It is.
We'll see the swap, and it will be, you know, what can we do? DeltaX, now that you swap round, what's the plan?
The issue is you're seeing a Neon and a Waylay on one side, and like, I don't know. Obviously, you can talk about the Mosquito comp with usually Waylay and Yoru with double the 3-1 TPs, but you can do that with the slide with Neon as well, right? You can. There's so much pace, and they have the ability to slow it as they wish. I don't think this control is going to go anywhere.
See what they can do, as it looks like Turkey Wurkey going aggressive through B. It looks like some of these teams like to opt towards this B site. There we go, the shock to get rid of the trip as well. Sukuna's already in sight, but Radan has managed to find one before being taken down there.
All you can ask for.
That's a good bit of damage. That's exactly what you need, but...
2 and 2, they are split up.
Yeah, I mean, from the players of Turkey Wurkey as well, you got 1 all the way back in Swan. 2 holding towards site, and then 1 just kind of lurking in that mid position. But at some point, On the side of DeltaX, you're going to have to get into this. So they've already spotted one, but will get traded back on the other side. As Gingy has spotted out a player, but they managed to get away to safety for now. As Winch is going to swing on through, but cannot connect the shots in time. And some great shots from Gingy there. Would have to be the 1v2 here. Brings it down to the 1-on-1. Trying to swing on through, but Shensu was sticking that. But Gingy will land the headshot. It'll be a ninth round on the board. Looking like double digits is inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, we had this last time, right? On Haven 8-4, 9-4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, it's just been a long day. A long day of Haven, okay?
Lots of Havens.
That goes there.
The thing is, DeltaX aren't playing bad. I just don't think they can keep up with the consistent chopping and changing that Turkey Wurkey are willing to do.
This goes
Yeah.
here.
And we saw them completely deny on that last round of the first half. They just denied them. And I think just taking these 1v1s where you can and being in the best positions, they're just not doing it. The site's completely...
So it's just empty, but they're sending these players over. Sending 3 of them, I believe, maybe even 4 towards C, but it's all a ruse. Looks like they didn't actually want to go towards that. They've sent 2 players exploring towards A, though. Gonna have the Sova on the side of DeltaX, just kind of lurking in sewers, just in case someone tries to push on up, but Wurkey and Gingy want to go exploring here. But Spike is not committed over towards this site just yet, as the rest of the team will group on through.
In short, this is a really good position.
I believe they have a shorty in hand, so it'll have to be on point, and the shots are not there. Sakuna will slide on through and get the pick with the Spectre. Some trades coming back on the other side, though. They're going each and every way. Someone brought down Weak there, but all of a sudden, the round's over. Turkey Wurkey wins it, but not as clean as we expected.
Same thing again. It's very messy, which I guess they're okay with, because what we're watching has just been very fast. Not always messy, but just it's a lot going on at once, and I think that they're okay with sacrificing a few guns.
Yeah.
Stokesy's more than happy to get himself in whatever positions he needs to be using that Bucky correctly. And I don't think this is... I don't know. This round needs to be won.
Yeah, I mean, for the side of DeltaX, this is exactly where you need to win these
The
rounds.
stun may come through.
Oh, the stun is set up, ready to go. Is anyone going to push off of this? It's going to be the Jet, but the Cage is there to stop any kind of aggression. Zir trying to get some shots through. Will not land any. Just a little tag onto Gingy there. Radon's going to play this weird off angle here. We'll get spotted out by the ult there, and Porkychop will get the kill before that even comes on through. SNK will get spotted there by the trip. Plant will go down. I don't think they destroyed it in the end. Sakuna through the box, landing 2 headshots. That was a great play there, and the blind's being sent there to push Winch back all the way into spawn. Try and separate these last 2 players. I mean, Turkey Wurkey, this is a strong round for your bonus, sorry. And Sakuna has managed to find another there. Oh, we'll get a clean shot onto the first to slide on through. We'll get the second, make that a third. But Stokesy is there with the Bucky.
Told you.
I mean, we've seen it time and time again. It's Old Faithful.
It is indeed, and I mean, there's just no stop, right? And I don't know. It was a good try towards the end. They're just giving up sight so easily, and Turkey Wurkey are just smiling. They're grinning. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
We'll take your sight. And
Like,
then
thanks for the sight, I guess.
literally, and then the retakes. They just keep pushing. If they have sight, they push CT. They keep pushing.
I've seen a lot of pings over towards this A side. I think this might be an aggressive take here. It looks like Turkey Wurkey want to go full aggressive. Spots out Shensu there. We push back to site. Bazir's got aggressive. Managed to find the first, but cannot get out of his life. Some spams coming through from the other side. Shensu in the corner with a frenzy here. Connects the shots there. Will take down one of these key guns, and Gingy will get the trade back, though. SNK gets 2 with the Odin, and Porkychop cleans it up. An expected round for Turkey Wurkey, but it will be their 12th on the board.
It was like SNK has come that back line of just pop.
The Soveralt just got popped. Did they realize that was not the last
So
round?
That's gonna have to. Okay.
I mean, you're 8 rounds up, SNK, but that's maybe a bit too much, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna. I was just about to say he kind of feels like that back line for the team, like a strong last defense. You know, that's what you want from your Sova, obviously. But every single time we're seeing someone on that team swing and peek, he is there, just ready and waiting, just in case.
Yeah.
And it works so well. Zera's been having a really good game, I think.
Yeah.
The coordination just isn't there.
They've got the aggression. They're going into a site like B, and they're just forcing all these players back. Delta just have to give it up. They have to respect this push. The ultimate will be invested here, but Sukuna could be in a good position as Zero will get one. Sukuna will get one back on the other side. Brings the numbers even, but one of these players from DeltaX is very, very weak. And they're being forced all the way back towards A. They can't even get towards B. But one player in the back lines they've got to be careful for, though, is Sukuna just trying to land some of these spam shots. Bulky Chop will find two. And all of a sudden, I think that might be all there is, as it's left down to one solo player for DeltaX. Owen with the Guardian, they can do no more. It's a 13-4 for Turkey Wurkey.
Yeah. It's not the pace you want to be in. To be fair, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
And they're not done. I think there's 2 more rounds of the group stages to be done today, so it is a hustle. But, I mean, the thing is, they did play well.
Yeah.
They started off really well. A very strong team, you can tell. But it is just the connection that Turkey Wurkey have and the ability to play off of each other. It's just so. Also, something to mention, Smile, obviously, we spoke about before being a chamber merchant.
Yeah.
Putting him on Neon and giving him Neon abilities to keep
Don't do it.
around with the mechanics that he has.
Don't allow it.
It's not fair.
These players are too powerful as it is. Don't give them a slide as well. They can break your ankles and everything.
That's what I'm saying. But they've been playing very, very well.
Yeah, 100%. It seems like they've kind of hit a bit of a hot streak today.
Yeah.
It's kind of running through some of these teams, like really just consistent round.
Yeah, I think they're against Control next, though.
That's a
who
big
have
team.
also not. I think the most they've lost in a game is 7 rounds. So they've been doing well. Really well. So it could be a big competition.
It will be a big test for Turkey Wurkey, 100%. We'll see if they'll be able to take down that team. But, I mean, we've still got 2 more rounds of play. There's still a lot to play for. Still a way back into it. And remember, only a few teams go through to the bracket. Not every team makes it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be top 8 making it into playoffs, and there are 17 teams. So that is going to be a very stacked lower bracket. Sorry, not lower bracket.
Stacked bracket overall.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the lower brackets, when some of those teams get knocked down,
yeah,
it will be insane.
Yeah, definitely.
But, I mean, we'll have to see as we go through into these future games, any specific things you're really wanting to see from these last couple group games?
The issue is we're still in best of 1. So I wanted to say in terms of maps, I would like to see Corrode. It's been, over the last couple of months, it has been used a lot more, in the pro scene especially. I don't think we'll be seeing it best of 1s. Yeah. Same with Vito. I don't think it's as much as we can say that, you know, maybe a few more race plays. Maybe obviously if you're picking bind.
Yeah, kind of.
But I don't know. It's we've seen some very varied games today. Actually, it's been good.
I think all for me, just not Haven or bind.
Yeah.
Just like one different map.
We had Sunset this morning.
Yeah, we had Sunset, but I just want something different again. It's been a long time, but
it has.
We're not over yet. We've still got a couple more games to come, so don't go anywhere. Maybe grab a quick snack and then come back, and we'll be back with more games for you guys.